Hello and welcome to Trojan Talk. I'm your host, Aaron Taylor. Today, we will be talking with Miss Senior Alabama. A lot of folks here at Troy University know her as Miss Sara Jo over in the housing office. Sara Jo Burks, thanks for joining us here today, and congratulations, first of all, for winning this title. I know you've been in the pageant for a few years. We've had you on here talking a little bit about it. First off, just tell me how you feel about winning the title.
Well, I can truthfully say that I am so honored and humbled to have this opportunity to represent the city of Troy, Troy University, and the state of Alabama. So this is a big deal for all of us, and I want to include everybody in this. I feel like my win is Troy University's win.
Well, and you have a lot of experience with pageants prior to you getting involved yourself, because for years you pretty much ran the Miss Troy University pageant before you got into this. So a lot of this is kind of a culmination of your years of, I guess, experience and love for the school, moving into your own personal experiences in this pageant. So.
Yes, my reasons for being in the pageant in the first way are cases because I really want to help our Miss Troy University contestants. I also work with the Miss Alabama's teen preliminary and, of course, our Miss Venus contestants, and I believe that me being able to compete at my age, that I'm going to show them you don't have to be afraid. I've done it, you can do it. You can do it too. So I just want to be an inspiration to them. And
so give us a little bit of background on Miss Senior Alabama and the pageant itself, because a lot of people may not be familiar with it. It's a relatively new pageant and a relatively new system. We'll talk a little bit about where you go from here, but talk about the pageant itself and I guess the competition and everything involved with that.
Okay. So. Well, the pageant just changed titles from Miss Senior Alabama America to Miss Senior Alabama USA. So I will be the first crowned competing Miss Senior Alabama USA, and I will go on to compete in Las Vegas in May for the Miss Senior USA
First
title.
Competitive contestant to go in there.
First competitive. They've had founding queens last year, but I will be the first one from Alabama that will go as a competition queen.
And then you're heading off to Las Vegas to compete with potentially 50 or maybe even more contestants out there. Yes. So it was a little smaller pageant here in Alabama.
That's right.
But does it seem like a daunting task ahead of you to be competing against so many other women?
I'm going to tell you the truth. This is so much fun to me. I've competed 4 times now, and I have made the best friends. There were 2 other ladies that I've competed with several times before, and we have just become such great friends that I can hardly wait to go make new friends. And I want to go and represent our area and Troy University and the state of Alabama to the best of my ability. I'm actually looking forward to it. I can hardly wait.
And let's talk about the competition itself. Talk about I guess the categories in which you have to compete, because it's a little bit different than what people are used to, the Miss America, Miss USA pageants, right? So.
It's a little different. We have a private interview with the judges, which is very similar. We do a philosophy of life instead of swimwear. At our age, I don't think anyone would really want to see us compete in swimwear. But we do a talent presentation, and we also model evening wear. We have to do an opening number. We have to learn an opening number and a closing finale, just like all the other competitions do. So it's a lot of fun.
And you mentioned there, joked about at your ages, but talk about the age range, because you said there have been some relatively older contestants in this pageant. So.
Yes, because this is considered the age of elegance. You have to be at least 60 years old to compete. And the oldest competitor in the Miss Alabama pageant this time was 78 years old. And let me tell you, her talent was absolutely awesome. So there are a lot of older ladies that are so talented, and it's not a traditional beauty pageant. It realizes that beauty comes in all forms. It's not just outward beauty, but inward beauty, and the things that you've accomplished in your life that are considered as part of the judging. And for the Miss USA competition, the oldest contestant was 92, I believe. 92.
So, and still getting out there and having a good time at the pageant as well.
That's right. And I can't wait to meet her. I hope she comes back again so that I get to meet her in person.
And now this, sadly / happily, this will be your last time in this because you can't do it anymore after you've won the title of Miss Senior Alabama, right? So,
right. So I'll be through with this, and if God should see fit to have me win the Miss Senior USA pageant, I would get to go on and compete at Miss Senior Universe. But no, I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet because I will be volunteering at Miss Senior Alabama. I have plans, and I'll continue working with these young ladies too.
Well, here's hoping I can bring you back and introduce the community out there to Miss Senior USA sometime here in the near future.
Well, that would be awesome. That would be
Good luck,
absolutely
and
great.
thanks for joining us here today.
Thank you so much.
All right, and thank you for joining us on today's edition of Trojan Talk.